TJ Warren had the world's most efficient points last night. I don't know if you watched TJ Warren.
Yeah, when you like led the topic talk off with TJ Warren, I was very confused by it. I mean, he didn't even, what did he play? 7 minutes.
5 points in 7 minutes, baby.
Mason Plumlee accomplished that feat around the same time.
Okay. You know what? It was his debut game. Okay, come on.
He missed a shot. I don't.
Shut up, dude.
I don't understand why TJ Warren's a leading headline. It's nice to talk about him because it was his debut, but I don't understand why he's like a headliner. ESPN's not saying, let's talk about what TJ Warren offered the Suns last night.
Devin Booker played 32 points. Also, did DeAndre Ayton just fall in line once Kevin Durant got traded there?
Yeah, he's like, all right, you know what? I can listen to old boy Monty Williams for a little bit longer. It's all good.
Like, he bought in. He bought in. Like, he wasn't buying in all season, and now DeAndre Ayton is like, well, we got Kevin Durant, and you didn't trade me, so like.
I think that was more of an issue to start the year, was the non-buy-in. I mean, he was still putting up 15 and 8, which is
no, but the body language. The body language. You could tell that he didn't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm a big advocate of why that's a fact.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
If any of us were in that position, we would not want to be there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the whole.
I mean, I know some people would be like, well, I'd be making millions of dollars, so like I would do whatever they want. I'd be like, bro, there's more to it than that in life, you know? And
people look at DeAndre Ayton's like one bad game or one bad series last year and forget that in their entire finals run, the man was a dominant beast of center.
I think the problem with DeAndre Ayton is we got to remember he was the number 1 overall pick. And DeAndre Ayton had a great game tonight, and I still think there's a lot of room to grow in DeAndre Ayton's game. And I think DeAndre Ayton playing, one of his reasons why he doesn't like playing for the Phoenix Suns is I think he feels like he's put in a box in terms of his potential, that he's maxed out what he can be for the Phoenix Suns, okay? Like, the Phoenix Suns don't need him to be anything more than what he is. This, low post scorer, screener, rim runner, somewhat protects the rim, but his rim protection has kind of gone down. I feel like if he was on a team like the Pacers, he would be, I agree, Thomas. Ayton's one of the most solid and consistent bigs, but with the Suns, he's plateaued. You know what you're going to get from him. Sometimes he goes off. I feel like part of the reason why he wants to leave is he wanted to go to a team like the Spurs or the Pacers where he was getting, 25 points a night, being the first or second leading scorer, because he's never going to get those touches here in Phoenix on a nightly basis.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he wants more touches, he can develop a 3. Maybe in the COVID year, he got a taste of what it's like to be an 18-point per game scorer. I think DeAndre Ayton's the most disrespected big man, and might be the most disrespected player in the entire league. So I don't understand it actually at all. I guess there was some lack of effort in the playoffs last year and carried over to this year, but there was a lot of internal stuff going on in Phoenix, and you can only be the baby little bro for so long. I want some respect.
DeAndre's averaging 18 this season. You know that, right? Career high. Not career high.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why people think DeAndre Ayton's not a dominant center.
I think he's a top 10 center. But what I meant by the whole plateau thing is, okay, this season is actually his worst defensive rating, but that's just because of the Suns as a whole. He's been a positive defender for his whole career. He's had a really good offensive rating. But what I think is, what I've meant by this is I also did not know DeAndre Ayton averaged 2 blocks a game his second season.
That was a COVID year, right?
Yeah, it was COVID year.
That was that year. Yeah, he was a dominant dog.
Yeah,
and
so maybe that's
season
what
ended.
So I think that's where we're at. Is like, I mean, obviously this year he's scoring better, but I just, and he's taken his game what I meant is, I feel like if he wasn't on the Suns, his game would have like exploded. Okay, like
I don't know what else he would need. I don't know what else he wants. I
Right
think
here.
what happened is
Thomas says it best: win a chip, and then once he's over it, just bounce and go somewhere and be. Because he seems like the type of guy that wants, like, he's a bit disgruntled. I think it's what DeAndre Ayton is. He was drafted number 1 overall, thinking that he would be the face of the franchise.
you have Devin Booker on your team, so that was kind of a bad assumption.
Well, I'm pretty sure when he was drafted, Devin Booker wasn't Devin Booker yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, then you gotta, right? Well, are you scoring 30 every 2 nights? No. So, I think what happened was DeAndre Ayton finished his COVID year as a beast. I think he comes out in the finals appearance here, and he has a down year, and he doesn't like being the disrespected dog. And Devin Booker maybe he's ascending, and he's not getting the due credit he deserves. And then he comes out into the playoffs, and he's an efficient monster, and he's clearing rebounds, he's getting blocks, he's getting steals, he's getting points, and he carries that over into the next year, which was last year. And because of the way the season ended, and because of maybe some bad hiccups in the playoffs, for the most part, he was still a dominant beast. And I think probably in this year's offseason, people are saying, yeah, we don't need DeAndre Ayton, don't pay DeAndre Ayton. And he's like, well, I just averaged 18 points in the regular season and the playoffs, pay me. And yeah, I don't know. He's averaging 14 shots a game this year. I don't know what else he could possibly. What do you want? 30? Do you want to double it? Double down? Double D down? DeAndre? Don't.
What was that? What was that? What did I just witness? Did you?
A little. What's
was
that?
that on purpose?
That was a little slam poetry for you.
No, I didn't know if that was on purpose or you just had a stroke. Because it sounded like you had a full-on stroke, and I was gonna let you finish, but like it did sound like a stroke or slam poetry. Oh my god!
I picked up a new hobby.
Yeah, new hobby.
Stroke slam poetry.
Jackson the poet. But no, I think DeAndre Ayton clearly top 10 center. I think that's an easy argument. And there
were Suns fans who were like, you know what, let's just run with JaVale and Bismack. We don't need Ayton. Don't pay him. It's like, oh, well. Because JaVale had the best backup center year of all time last year.
You know what deal I would have done if I was the Suns, like just before we change subject, who would have been a better fit for them? Clint Capella. If they could have signed and traded DeAndre Ayton for Clint Capella, and then they ran back Clint Capella, JaVale McGee, and like Bismack, or Clint Capella, Jacques Landale, and Bismack. You telling me Clint Capella wouldn't be a better fit for this team?
Oh,
I just think
that's exactly what I'm saying.
No, but the reason is I say that is they like these bigs who are simple, grab rebounds, put it back up, play defense. If this opportunity to score is there. Don't get me wrong, DeAndre Ayton's great and all that, but DeAndre Ayton clearly wants to be more than what the Suns want. Like, have this role. Like, obviously, when he has good games, they'll let him cook, but like that's not his role on the Phoenix Suns.
I don't know. The Suns are, and I think what also needs to be said is the Suns just were. Who the hell knew what was going to happen? I called them a playing team because. It's this, Jay Crowder, this, DeAndre Ayton, this, Chris Paul, Father Time, Devin Booker can't close out. It was just a lot of stuff going on. Our owner is an idiot. And, yeah,